Welcome to the Pretest of Sand. This is an open-world PvPVE extraction shooter developed by Holograph and Towerhouse and published by Tiny Build. In this session, I'll be diving into the post-apocalyptic dunes of the fallen planet Sophie, where I will be piloting a massive mechanical walker known as a Trampler. My mission here is to battle rival players, scavenge for valuable resources, and survive in this unforgiving world to be able to extract back to space, where I can then use the components to not only build up my arsenal, my weapons, but also be able to build bigger and better Tramplers. So if you are interested in this game, remember it is on Steam right now and you can register to pre-test. All you have to do is click the button. However, until then, let's dive in. Now, the setting of Sand takes place in an alternative history, diesel punk universe where the Austro and Hungarian Empire spearheaded space colonization. Sophie, one of the thriving colonies, is now a desolate wasteland after an ecological disaster dried up its oceans, leaving behind endless dunes and abandoned ruins. The objective of this game, or at least my goal, is to explore Sophie's vast landscapes, engage in combat, and extract valuable loot either alone or in a team. The ultimate challenge basically is surviving against both the environment and other players, and aiming to become the most infamous pirate of the dunes. So the first thing that you're going to ask here is, what are Tramplers? And these are massive walking machines that serve as your primary mode of transportation and a mobile base of sorts. It will allow you to traverse Sophie's harsh terrain while offering protection from threats both PvP and PvE. Now keep in mind, these things are very modular, so you can modify the Trampler to match your playstyle, whether you want a hard, big shooting weaponly gun type boat or a very scampy little quick fast boat so you can just run around, pick up, and try to outrun other people trying to attack you. So whether this means you are loading it up with heavy artillery, reinforcing it with armor, or expanding its storage capacity, it is all up to you and how you build these ships. However, there are 3 basic starter ships. However, I don't recommend it because they are kind of buggy, and there are ways for people to climb and jump into your ship and attack you just by using things such as the artillery guns that are too close to the door. So I would recommend trying to put together a ship that is more adjusted for what you are trying to do, so that your Trampler will be the key to your survival out there. Exploration in this game is kind of simple. You travel across Sophie, you encounter different scenarios from sun-scorched deserts to crumbling settlements, and each area will hold its own risks and rewards, pushing you to adapt and strategize how you go about extracting the resources onto your ship and getting them off planet. In terms of the combat, the battle in Sand are very unpredictable. You'll need to rely on a mixture of firearms, melee combat, especially like punching if you don't have a weapon, and the Trampler mounted weaponry to fend off enemy players and AI controlled threats. Now what I mean here is you can put large guns on to your ship that you can shoot out and try to destroy other people's or defend your Trampler. You also are going to need weapons because on some of the boats and the cities there are kind of zombie type guys who can shoot you. So you will need those weapons to kill them to move forward. Now, looting and extraction is more or less just scavenging. You'll be searching for resources, weapons, and artifacts hidden across the world, but getting them is only half the battle. You're going to need to extract them successfully to keep the loot rolling into your storage up in space. And let me tell you, it is no easy feat because you have to climb a tower, which sets off a timer, which then lights up the sky with a flare that is glowing green that everybody on the map can see. Then you have to defend your ship until a ship comes. Then it takes like another 30 seconds for the ship to position itself. Then it drops wires and you have to go up it before somebody has destroyed your ship. It is absolutely crazy. Now, this is very well put together multiplayer and social type game. You can cooperate really well. You can have a team with friends from an alliance with other players, or you can share resources, and you can work together to take on the toughest challenges. In terms of PvP, other players are out for the exact same loot that you are. And if you want to succeed, you are gonna need to stay on guard. You're gonna have to choose your battles wisely. You're gonna have to know when to strike or when to retreat. Now, as you are moving around the map, you will notice there is a huge black pillar of smoke that is coming out the back of your ship, and you can basically see this over half the map away. So it's always good to have at least one person out looking around trying to see if you can see the smoke. But we've also been able to hide from people while playing this game by just turning the engine off so they couldn't see the smoke so that we could extract. So there's different strategies you can do, but keep in mind, the black pillar of smoke is like a huge bullseye sitting on your back at all times. Now, accessing the pretest, as I mentioned earlier, if you want to join in, you can request access through the game's official Steam page. Once approved, you just need to download and install the pretest client to start your journey, and it's as simple as just clicking the button. You don't have to do anything, wait for anything. Literally, you click it, and all of a sudden, you have the ability to download and play. Now, my experience in the pretest isn't just about playing, it's about helping shape the game. The developers want feedback on bugs, balance, and overall gameplay, so reporting experiences will contribute to the final version. And let me tell you, it is a little bit iffy in many ways. The accuracy of the guns is a little bit offsetting. I think there's a few too many headshots going out, but at the end of the day, I think this is a pretest so that they can adjust and make things work more smoothly. Now, thanks for joining me for this pretest of Sand. I'm excited to explore Sophie and take on challenges and see what surprises this world has to offer. Now it's time for me to fire up my Trampler, gather my gear, and dive back into the adventure. I'll see you guys out there, and for a sneak peek at the action, check out the official gameplay demo or just watch my video where I am showcasing how I was playing the game with my friends. Have a good day!